Welcome to the Beauty Moves podcast. I am your host, Coyetta Tamara, and your guide on this transformative journey. This podcast is your ultimate destination for inspiration, actionable strategies, and real talk conversations about building a successful business while becoming the best version of yourself. We'll dive into topics that empower you to elevate your skills, grow your brand, and navigate the challenges of entrepreneurship with confidence. You'll hear from industry experts, learn the secrets behind thriving businesses, and discover the mindset shifts that will set you apart in a competitive world. So whether you're starting out or looking to take your business to the next level, you're in the right place. Together, let's take bold action and make your vision a reality. Let's make beauty moves. Welcome to another episode of the Beauty Moves podcast. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I want to touch on the quiet lies that keep us shrinking, doubting, and hiding our brilliance. We're brilliant, you're brilliant, but there are some lies that we need to expose that are underneath. They're soft, they're quiet, and they shape our decisions without even noticing. They shape your decisions without you noticing. And we need to weed them out because we got a lot to do in 2026 and beyond. And I've noticed that there is a lot of voices in our heads, my heads, your heads, when we are trying to execute, when we come up with creative ideas, when we're trying to ink the deal, when we're trying to do all the things. And they really influence our decisions and how we move, how you move. And let's call them out today, because if we don't call them out, things will stay the same. They will still be underneath. They will still lie, dormant, quiet, and rule our lives and rule the day. So some of those voices sound like, I'm not ready. I'm just not ready. As an accomplished business owner, all the things, sometimes we still feel that way. You still feel like you're not ready for what's next, right? Someone else is better. You've made a lot of money as a business owner, even in your corporate space, and you still feel like someone else may be better. The other one is, I don't want to be seen. And this one shows up a lot, especially with social media and having to be on social media and, show up, be the face, or even show up once in a while to say a few words. It's like, I don't want to be seen. And I completely understand that as well. The other one is the quiet voice sounds like, what if I fail? And this one is quite loud because it influences whether we start or stop, whether we, go, whether we move, whether we try something else. And the other one is, I don't deserve it. It's funny how we've had a lot of successes and we can still think that we don't deserve it. It's funny that we've worked hard. I've worked hard. You've worked hard for the thing, for where you want to be, and you still don't feel like you're deserving of it. And why? Why have we allowed these voices to keep us pricing our services low, hiding your gifts, delaying your dreams, shrinking your voice, and avoiding opportunities? Why have we allowed that to happen? I think I can say for me, growing up in the church, there's something about being humble, right? Sometimes it's our own upbringings, thought processes, belief systems that we were raised to believe is true, but they actually work to keep us small, right? And there's no biblical reference for that, by the way, right? To say that accepting opportunities and being a person that's assertive and uses their voice is somehow means you're not humble. Maybe that's a different topic, but I'm just saying, right? So the truth of the matter is that the devil be lying, y'all. He's the loudest. when you're closest to clarity. So when you are close to something truthful, something honest, something real, something big, like these little voices come up and they're meant to keep us small. I found a lot that out. I found that out, I should say, tongue tied, a lot in 2025. Like a lot of those voices, a lot of those self sabotage, a lot of those things, those voices were very real to me in 2025 and they were debilitating. It was very crushing, very loud, and I've had to pause a lot to give myself and my mind some time to rest and some time to breathe and recalibrate because I was in the fight of my life in 2025. When I say the fight's been real, it's been real. When I say I've been uncomfortable, if you've been listening, you've been hearing me say that, baby. I'm letting that out as I go along, what that has been looking like for me. But it's been a lot of voices. It's been a lot of that self sabotage and those debilitating thoughts, right? And I want you to ask yourself, if you've been like me or if you're experiencing your version of that, what lie have I been living like it's true? What lie? Because when those voices creep up, they're meant to keep you small. They're meant to keep you confused. They're meant to keep you kind of going around in circles, like we 40 days and 40 nights, right? They're meant to keep you small. They're meant to keep you interrupted. They're meant to keep you second guessing yourself. They're meant to keep you from asking the right people for help. They're meant to keep you from perhaps, inputting that plan, that business plan that you put together. They're meant to keep you from taking a risk. And one of the things I've said that I'm going to do this year, continue to do, because I've been taking a lot of risks, and some have paid off, some has not. And maybe in the future, I'll share, one of the biggest things that's happened in 2025 that was really risky. And this episode of Beauty Moves Podcast is brought to you by Zensurance, because building your dream business is exciting, but protecting it is essential. Whether you're a stylist, salon owner, content creator, or service-based boss, Zensurance offers business insurance quotes that fits your unique needs. They make it simple, affordable, and stress-free to get protected so you can scale without fear. Click the link in the show notes to get your free quotes in minutes. That's Zensurance, insurance designed for business owners like us. Hey friend, if you've been holding a lot lately, Beauty and Beyond Chats is for you. It's where we talk about real stuff that's faith, mental health, and staying grounded while chasing our purpose. We're gathering soon, and there's a seat waiting for you. Tap the link in the show notes to join. And I'm still waiting for a return on that, to be honest. But I'm going to share with you that maybe down the line I'll share that with you, because it's still quite a sore spot. However, that's something I vow to keep doing, taking risks, because with risks, there are rewards. With risks, there are great rewards. So I want you to open up and leave yourself bare and think about all those things that's been stopping you this year, those voices that's been creeping up when you're trying to do great things, even small things. But those voices creep up and try to influence how you move and how you think and how you act. It's really important that we expose them. Not only expose them, but identify when they show up, why they show up, so that you can know how to expose them moving forward, how to act in spite of them, or what truths to tell yourself to go around them, right? The weight of what you do and who you're trying to be can be very heavy. Being a successful business owner can be very heavy. Trying to start something new, trying to branch off, learn how to make more income can be very heavy. And some people can be really comfortable, get really comfortable where they are and stop there. And that's something to be examined as well. Why we reach a certain level and decide to stop. Like, what is the reason behind that? And I think it can stem from all the things that we tell ourselves, all the lies that are roaming around in our heads, that are influencing our money, right? That's influencing our money. So take some time today while you're driving, while you're sitting down, however you're listening to this, right? And I want you to examine the lie that you've been living like it's true, because there are so many. So many. One of my lies I'll expose is, the calls are coming, is the community aspect. So I'm so used to kind of doing things by myself. And the adage, like, I don't need anybody, based on my own circumstances and situations, that's led me to become this person. But no, I actually need people. I'm very social and I need people around. So one of my things or conquests that I was exploring in 2025 is just building more community for 2025 into 2026. But that comes with its own things as well, right? So one of the lies is like, I don't need people. Yes, you do. So sit back and examine what you have going on in your life that would allow and would suppress the truth and continue to allow you to live basically a very small life, right? Basically a very small life, because there's something that's stopping you from living in your full truth. So if it ain't truth, it's a lie. Let's expose that. And so once we do that, we live bigger. No, I don't mean bigger like, you start flying private jets. I don't mean things like that. I just mean in a more honest way. Because if something going on in your head is keeping your prices low, then we got to identify that, point that out. Point that out, because we judge ourselves so much based on what we see other people doing and what they have. I mean, if we're saying we don't deserve something and someone else is better, what are those things about? Identify them, root them up, get them out, so you can live a full life. I hope you found this episode helpful. I'm not dropping long episodes. I think you need like a good maybe 9 to 15 minutes to really get the point across. And I hope that this episode did it for you, and you can expose all those voices in your head that's keeping you from living in your truth, living to be your best self, living the transformative life that you really want, having that transformative business and the success that you're looking for. No matter what stage you're in, whether you consider it big or small, these things impact us. So make sure the impact that it has on your life and the thoughts that you have in your life are making the best impact. Okay? Until next time. Talk soon. Thank you for tuning into the Beauty Moves podcast. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment, as this helps improve my ranking. Take care. Until next time.